Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to make a delicious chili, but with my Puerto Rican flavor. If you want to see this video, stay tuned. Okay, first I'm going to cut some peppers. Already washed them real good, and I'm going to cut some peppers and some onion. Of course, I'm not going to use the whole thing. I have a yellow, red, and I think yellow and red, and a green pepper, and I'm just gonna cut a little bit in there. You can add more, you can add less, and also I'm going to cut an onion in small pieces. I also gonna add 3 garlic cloves. In a saucepan, I'm gonna add the ground beef. I have approximately in there 1 to 1.5. I think it's 1 or 1.5 pound of ground beef. I just gonna add a little bit oil. And I'm going to add the vegetables. I'm going to add the onions and the peppers, not the garlic, not yet. After a few minutes, I'm going to add the ground beef. And we don't want to break the ground beef too much. We want to feel some of the chunk of the ground beef, okay? We're going to mix up the vegetables. And now I'm going to add the garlic. This is optional, but I have 1/4 cup of sofrito. What is sofrito? Pues onion, pepper, fresh cilantro, culantro, recao, fresh garlic, everything mixed in a blender. That's what is sofrito. And I add 1/4 cup of that sofrito in there. If you have it, add them. And this is a homemade sofrito. And also I'm going to add 1 can of the tomato puree. That's 1 pound or 28 ounces. And also 1 can. We're going to add some cumin. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of salt, or you can add to your taste. You can add more ingredients or less ingredients, depending on how you like it. I'm going to add 1 envelope of sazón con culantro y achiote. And 1 teaspoon of paprika. Just a regular paprika. In the same can for the pureed tomatoes or tomato puree, we're going to add the water. We're going to measurement and add the water using the same can of the pureed tomatoes or tomato sauce puree. And now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar to regulate the acid. But first we're gonna add like 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1 tablespoon of just white sugar or brown sugar. Why I adding the sugar? Because we add tomatoes and tomato sauce, and that way that can reduce the acidity from the tomatoes. And believe me, it's not going to be sweet, and it's not going to. Now we're going to lower the heat, and we're going to let this cook for 1 hour. The first 30 minutes we're going to let it cook, and then we're going to add 1 can of the beans, whatever beans you prefer. You're going to rinse it up out of the can, or fresh bean if you like, or two, 1 or 2, depending on how much beans you want in there. So I'm going to cover it, let it cook for 1 hour. For the first 30 minutes we're going to add the beans. Okay, 30 minutes passed, and I'm adding 1 can of beans. I already rinsed all the water and clean it up. And like I say, if you want to add more beans, you can do that, or any type of beans. I add in there the pinto. That was a red small, yeah, the red small beans. I'm gonna try. If you want to adjust the salt on everything else, you can do that. Let me go ahead and try this. It's missing something. What it is? It's good, but it's missing something. I'm gonna let my granddaughter to try. I know it's missing something, but we're gonna figure it out what it is. I'm pretty sure you guys know already what it is. It's hot. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt first. So that's what you have to do, a little by little. And you can be adding, to your taste. Ta-da! The chili powder. It's chili. Come on, Evelyn Dominguez. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon. I'm starting adding 1 tablespoon, and I'm ending adding 3. But remember, you're going to add this to your taste. And, I'm at 3 tablespoons of the chili in there. And I also add 3 tablespoons of the jalapeno peppers in the juice. And you're going to see this in this video. Here is the jalapeno. Here is 1 tablespoon. And I was tasting, and if you like it spicy, you can add more. If you don't like it spicy, you don't have to add that in there. I'm going to add some of the juice from the jalapenos. And in total, I add approximately 3 tablespoons. And I'm going to show you which one. You don't have to use this brand name, but jalapeno peppers and the juice. I'm gonna add 2nd tablespoon of the chili, because we're making chili, has to taste like chili, right? I'm pretty sure you agree with me. So, but it's good that you do this little by little, because some people like it less, some people like it more. And that's the 3rd tablespoon approximately of the jalapeno. Now we're gonna let this cook. Oh, I'm going to put the 3rd one, and there you go. That's the 3rd one. I don't know if the chili was old. I don't know if the chili was old, or that really need that much of the chili. And let's go and try it. It's already past 1 hour, and we're gonna try the chili. You can put cheese, you can put sour cream, you can eat this with crackers, or I'm going to boil some potatoes and I'm gonna eat it with potatoes. It's gonna sound bad, but